Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm really sleepy. I have a pretty bad migraine. I had my diabetic eye test today, which is not fun. They put these awful drops in your eyes that like super dilate your pupils and sting, and they blur. The worst part is that they blur your vision bad, which gave me the bad migraine, but I'm surviving. I'm gonna try and get these potions done today. I'd like to get the potions done, like, in entirety. I can cross something off my list. And then, like, chickens would be pretty quick. I just need to make 3 chickens. They don't take me very long. So maybe I could make my 3 white chicken. I woke up this morning and I thought I was getting better. And then I spent like 20 minutes just locking up a lung. Green stuff, red stuff, you name it, it was coming out of me. At least these bottom parts of the potions are yeah, I'm just gonna bust my booty getting these bits done. I've got this one and 5 more to go, and then we can move on to the bottle portion. I'll have to grab some browns for some corks as well. Haven't done that yet. That's okay. What I might do is do these 6 and then have Mr. Nipple put these yarns away. Grab me a couple of cork colours and an extra ball of white as well. Incoming!
$70? It's a carton of piss and a pack of Winnie Blues.
Oh yeah.
Boys round. Have a good night.
It's hot as fuck. The weather wasn't too bad here today, actually. It was like an okay temperature. I did unfortunately get hit with a huge expense today. I had to call my sister to like pay for it on the spot, and now I have to pay my sister back, which I fucking hate having to do. But it turns out, yeah, time zones, yeah, time zones be wonkin'. No, I didn't get a fine. I went to the optometrist today to have my diabetic eye check. And as part of the diabetic eye check, they do like the regular stuff with your eyes as well. And it turns out in 12 months, my astigmatism has like drastically changed. in one of my eyes, and like it's such as like the optometrist was quite shocked. She's like, do you do a lot of focusing? And I was like, what do you mean by focusing? She's like, well, what do you do for a job? And I was like, because it's really awkward trying to describe what I do. And I was like, well, I spend a lot of time crocheting. And she's like, right, okay, interesting. And she was like, do you look a lot at it? I was like, yes and no. Like, I do a lot of it by feel. She was like, okay. I was like, why? What's wrong? And she said, your astigmatism has gotten significantly worse in just 12 months. And I was like, and what does that mean? She said, look, honestly, I don't know. Like, it's quite a drastic change. So basically, I need new glasses. And she showed me the difference between my current prescription versus the new prescription. And I was like, fuck, man. Because like, if it's only like a teeny weeny little itty bitty minor change, I wouldn't bother getting new glasses, right? I just hold off for a year or getting new ones. But because of my chronic head pain and my migraines, I have to have good glasses, or else that like packs on and like adds to the head pain. So yeah, in 12 months, my jankety ass eyeball has gotten even more jankety ass and needs even more help. It's like, fuck you, eyeball. And it's just the one. And it's really hard too when I go to the optometrist, because they always ask things like, oh, have you noticed your eyes getting different? And I'm like, ah. And then I have to go through the whole spiel of like, yes and no, it's hard to tell because I have chronic head pain and I suffer from migraine symptoms about 23 to 25 days out of the month. And I get blurred vision with that. Like, it's so hard to tell an optometrist like all the stuff, you know? And she was like, yeah, no, I get it. She's like, I get it. It is really difficult. She said I'm quite a unique case for her. She's not had someone like me before. She was younger too, actually. She looked new. Like a fresh baby optometrist. She was really good though at what she does. I was quite pleased. So I was like, yeah, you're decent. Thankfully though, like everything else to do with my eyes is looking really, really healthy. Like all the little blood vessels in there are looking great, and all the other parts of my eyes are looking really healthy. Just my stupid astigmatism too. I almost would rather a fine. At least a fine isn't more permanent shit to my body. What are you guys up to? Doing anything fun? Fun and funky fresh? Today might be a short stream because this migraine is really kicking my ass. And I have to have like quite bright lights on up here. You guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Week? Iro, you try having a migraine 23 days out of the month. You motherfucker. you know there's some people that are like up in their like 90s have never had a migraine before? Like ever? Like what the fuck kind of sorcery is that shit, man? Put a chick in it and make her gay. What? What am I putting a chick in and make? What's going on? Another potion, but done. Basket with the ones. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be a cool potion. My tea. So who else is completely fucking exhausted? Is it just me or is it everybody? Because it feels like I could be exhausted enough for everybody today. I'm really nervous too. I shipped off my first package to the US since they reopened US shipping. I did all my research though. I've signed up for all the appropriate channels and done all the things, so hopefully done it correctly. I should end up with an invoice from this company. Who are like a third-party company who are handling the tariff stuff. You're sure that the package will be good? I'm nervous that I've like potentially not set everything up correctly. Because if I fuck up on my end, that's going to cause my customers to have like $80 fees. which is like not good business practice, you know? I'm pretty sure I set it all up correctly though. My vision still isn't quite back all the way from the eye drops. Like I'm still just a little bit blurry. I always forget just how shitty they are. Oops, that was snip. Marker, pop it in the basket. 3 more to go. Ooh. I stack all 3? Yes, I can. Let me just check, because I haven't checked. Oh, some of our quests are done. Cola Zero. Okay, we can do cucumber. Cucumber water and iced water. Cucumber water. Ice. We're really, really close on the tomato juice one too. Just need 3 more. This is the fairy floss color that NH requested. Or not requested, suggested would be the better word there. Oh, thanks, Bubby. High five, good helper. High five. Woo! Knuckles? Oh, okay. So, go say hi, chat. Say hi, Iro. No, I don't need green. No. Oh, you better go wipe your hands then. You would think he would be going night-night. He's not. So I posted a picture in Discord today of the blanket I've been working on. Been working on it. I started it on stream and then I've been working on it in the car. I've officially finished the first ball, and that first ball did in fact get me about a quarter of the way. Which I'm pretty happy about.
You do need another drink.
Hi, heart. I'll hydrate in just a... I'm gonna hydrate with my tea. I've got a nice herbal ginger and lemongrass tea with some honey in it for my... Oh, have a wonderful day, heart. Hope you have a good time with your friends. Friend. Wait, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. World Octopus Day? That's interesting that you know that. Oh, I'm really sick. I've been sick for a week and a half now.
Make it rain!
Oh, Iro, thank you for the gift sub to Heart. Oh, I probably won't feel better soon, Heart. I'm immunocompromised. When I get sick for a really long time. It's just the way it is for me. Thank you, though. Drama, it's just accurate, Iro. A normal person, if a normal person was going to be sick for like 4 days, I'm sick for like 3 or 4 weeks. It's just fact. Or are you calling my body a drama queen? Because my body is definitely a drama queen. My body needs to calm the fuck down. Why not both? I hate you. Damn. I hate everyone though, so is it really high praise? Ira, you can van fuck off. Stupid van go. Have a good day, Heart. God damn it, Heart. Have a horrible day. You guys are making my ham unroll. Just for me? Damn it. Stupid Van Gogh and Van Clutch. This shit day is dedicated to Zai. Oh, fuck yeah. It's just the way I like it. You just joined, you're doing nothing to my ham. You are a contribution. Your mere presence is unfurling thy ham. Unfurling? Why did I choose those words? Eh. How are you doing today, Moss? You're sleepy, as per usual. Hey, I'm sleepy too. It could be. Not sure. I spent about 20 minutes hocking up green stuff and blood this morning. Last time I was sick, Oh, I know I sound worse. Last time I was sick, I hocked up a bunch of blood and then they did a bunch of tests on me and they couldn't figure out why. I'm also just like doing a little worse today because I have an extraordinarily bad migraine. This will just probably be a short stream. Today feels like an early bedtime kind of day. Early night. I'm supposed to go and get some blood work done, and my doctor told me. I saw her on a Tuesday. I started to get sick on the Saturday. And she said to me, oh, just wait a few days until you're better, then go get this blood work done, because we're finally at the stage where we're about to investigate why my white blood cell count is always high, which is a sign of infection. For those of you who don't know, like, it's been consistently high for like 3 or 4 years now. And every time it comes back high, they're like, oh, go and do a urine test. And then I keep getting like false positive on UTIs. And I'm like, I know what a UTI feels like. I don't have a UTI. And then they don't listen. And then they give me a generic ass round of antibiotics that does nothing. Because I don't have a UTI. And then it just all goes back to square one, right? But this doctor actually listens. And like I've told her all of this information where other doctors have been falling short and not actually investigating and just assuming and like not listening to me. Now she's going to get a baseline blood marker for it. And then we're going to do some investigations. And you have my doctor? No, she's beautiful and she's mine. I actually love her so much. I was so sad because I met her the first time last year. And I remember the day I met her, I came home and then I streamed that evening. And I was like, guys, I've fallen in love. Like, this woman is amazing. She's such a good doctor. And then she went away on maternity leave. And she's only just come back in the last couple of months. I will say the registrar, like interim doctor that they had in her place was also fan-fucking-tastic. And he did get started on some stuff. But I don't know, she's just 10 billion times better than him. I think that just comes down to a bit more experience. She is a bit more of an experienced doctor than he was, so. And she's more open and willing to like ask for help from a even more experienced doctor if she needs it. And especially with a patient like me with as complex a case as I am. Like, sometimes doctors need help, even if they're really good at what they do. Sometimes I'm just a puzzle and I'm not easy to figure out, you know? And that's something that I've hated about a lot of doctors I've had. Rather than asking for second opinions or asking for help, they just poke and prod until they hit a brick wall and then they don't want me as a patient. Right? She actually asks for help and she's genuinely trying to help me. She's so beautiful. This is the last potion, but I need to make. Mr. Nipple picked this color and said it's kind of like a love potion, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Everybody, it's time for a warm cup of cocoa.
Hi, Coco. It also doesn't help that along with being really sick, I still have my middle ear infection. Ding dong. Thank you so much for the follow. And there's still fluid trapped behind my ear. I'm still so mad at the ear, nose, and throat specialist that I went to. Like, that was that was hundreds of dollars we spent for her to just be like, yeah, you've got a wonky nose and you're getting better slow. Cool. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, it felt very exploitative. Like, that's the kind of shit I can't afford, you know? Oh, down. Mip and Gipla. Schmippity whoop wah. Flippity yim yam. He's not yet approaching. Mippagipple. Boogerbot. Husband, I physically can't be any louder. What size hook am I using? So the hook that you use needs to be relative to the yarn that you're using. I'm using a yarn that I get direct from a manufacturer in China. It is considered a size 6 super bulky. Normally people using a size 6 super bulky would use somewhere around a 5mm or 5.5. I, however, have incredibly tight tension, so I size up my hook, and I personally am using a 7mm. For a yarn of this thickness, a label would usually recommend about an 8mm, and that's if you weren't doing amigurumi. That would be if you were doing a flat piece, like a blanket, a wearable, whatever. Mr. Nipple! Oh, you finally heard me. I just need your help with some yarn. I called him so many times. My poor throat. All right, here's our little basket. I'm throwing all of our potion butts in here. They're ready to be topped. So what I'm gonna have Mr. Nipple do for me is put these 6 colors away. And I'll have him grab me maybe 2 balls of white just to be safe, because I'm gonna be making chickens after these anyway. Just white chickens, so. Hey Google, turn on the light. These all go on the one-off shelf. You want to help Daddy?
Carry them.
You carry them for Dad. Daddy with them. Oh. It's alright, you pick them up.
Get that one. Here, you carry this one.
He dropped them. You do have it. Can you take it to Daddy? And then Mummy's got more.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
Have I got more? Helping. He really likes to get my yarn and put it on the shelves. And how about Mummy got some more? Yeah! Take gorgeous one. Okay, go put it on the shelf. Hi, eyes. Good man. Oh. Good job. Mummy still has 2 more. Like to take 1 or 2? 2. Bobby. 1 or 2? You trolley him over there, go on.
Bring them up. Yes.
Put him on the shelf for Mummy. Husband, I just need a browns for different cork colours. I'm gonna, I might guess for a cork. No, that's all, babe. No.
This.
Ray's not a cork.
Hey, well,
No, thank you, honey.
give these to Mummy. Mummy. Taking them.
Is this a cork colour? Could this be a cork?
He has them.
I am aware. Can this be a cork? Yes or no? What other shades have I got down there? Is that it?
Quite the
Different.
same, but
That'll do.
Mummy?
Mama needs that. I'm gonna pop this orange away as well. Also, I have a mystery thing on my desk. Yeah, it is quite literally a mystery to me and I don't know what it is. Ugh.
Goes down there, actually. It's one of the things that
Oh,
it goes. Little dust protector for the screen.
oh, guys, it's a protector.
Mystery soul.
Mystery solved.
You may call me Sherlock.
Nipple.
Yes. You may call me Sherlock Nipple.
Sherlock nipple. Can I have that one, babe? Ah. Right. That is white. Can I have it? Oh, thank you. Here, another one for Mum.
It is.
Hello, Sherlock nipple. It's a delivery
Hello,
for Mummy.
Coco.
Thank you. All right,
Yep, just
let's top these bottles.
Sherlock.
It is not Sherlock Nipple.
Nipple.
Sherlock Nipple would be great if they would follow.
All right, you.
I do anonymous following, yes. We will not call out their name.
We know who it is. Gets to
Mhm.
know. Especially not.
Yeah, the person who followed doesn't get to know who they are.
You know.
So, next stage, welcome to Chat Bungus. What a name.
What a name.
What a beautiful, beautiful name. It is Shrek. You saying dad or chat?
Hold it. Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
we're still slightly in the testing phase. The red one is all of the good things from all of the fuck you lighting. Hey Google, turn off the light. The red one is all of the like good things from each of the different versions I've done, or each of the 4 versions I've done. The one thing I want to work on is this section up here. This bit. I really like how it turned out on the first one, and it did turn out pretty well the same. I think it might have just been my tension on this one. I think I just had a tighter tension. It still is the same vibe. It's still fine. I just need to work on that bit slightly. I'm definitely not doing this technique. I hate this one. This one. And he's like a little bit more squat. It's fine. It's fine. So, I've got all of these to do. I forget how many there is. 11 maybe. We've got a few shades of brown over here for corks. My little white remnants out of the way. That basket, by the way, I love that basket. That's how I'm gonna display them at the market. I bought it at another market. There were these people selling like antique and vintage stuff. That's where I bought my duck. I don't know if I ever showed you guys my duck, but I bought a duck. Beautiful. Not a real duck, obviously. Why am I starting with the black one? Oh, whose idea was the... I did decide that I do want to do the fancy color change as well. Should I whip my dick? No, not my dick. Should I whip my duck out on stream? Fuck, I literally was about to say dick. She's fucking glorious, honestly. She's so beautiful. They had 2 other ones that, earlier in the day, but they sold them. I was like, dang, I would have bought all 3. Don't whip my dick out. Yeah, I won't whip my dick out, but I will whip my duck out. Mr. Nipple. I want to flash stream my duck. I want to flash stream my duck.
What duck?
That duck.
In this duck?
That duck. Look at my
Look at the duck.
glorious
Oh, he's
duck.
on the floor.
She is in a constant... Oh! It's signed by the person who made it. She's got this beautiful... This would have been done with as a transfer. This bit would have been hand painted. Or like hand glazed. But she's just in this constant depressed state. Look at her. Sometimes Slappy looks at her and goes, he's doing it right now. It's okay, duck. Quack, quack. No quack, quack. How much do you guys think I paid for this beautiful depressed duck? Maybe gentle with mummy's duck. Gentle. No, you can look at Ducky. Is that Australian or American? I'm assuming you're all guessing in American money. Hey Google, how much is 20 American dollars in Australian dollars? There you go, so 20 is currently about 30. She was marked, I believe, at 30, and they knocked $5 off her for me because I bought the duck and the basket. They also knocked $5 off the basket, and I bought a vintage Faber-Castell pencil case. Now, if this were like an actual, like they knew what the mold was and all that sort of stuff, this could be worth a lot more. But there's no way to know because there's no like, there's no mold markings on it. So you don't know like how good the mold is. Because a lot of the time it comes down to how many of the mold were ever made and how in circulation that sort of thing was and that sort of stuff. This is where you guys find out I know shit. I'm really excited, you guys. Oh, excuse me. I have to get Mr. Nipple to make me another tea. I signed up officially for a business account with Australia Post, and that lowered my overall shipping costs, like permanently, no matter where I ship. which I'm nervous about because I still have absurdly high shipping rates, but like that's not in my control, you know, like the shipping rates are what the shipping rates are, you know? Like I can't make them be any lower or else I'm losing money. Stuffing. Ugh. Do you guys want a blankie update? I did post a little picky in. I've officially attached ball 2. And I did a little measure. Here it is versus my hands. I did a little measure. The first ball got me almost all the way on the row that I attached the second ball on here. And it got me 25 centimeters in height, which is really, really good. Because I'm aiming for 100 centimeters, right? I'm aiming for 1 meter. Can I just say too, this, this tickles my brain with all the bobbles on it. Like just the texture of it, it's so fun. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. I have grown to enjoy it, yes. It's still not my favorite, but I don't hate it anymore. And like the fact that my sister liked it, like my sister really, really liked it, that to me says that, you know, they will like it. Because she knows them better than I do. Ocean. Yeah, it is a little mermaidy. Later. I just realized I covered all of the everything. There we go. A little bit in there. Up there. Get a bit more stuffing in. Did I gut a teddy bear? No. It was a pillow. A brand new pillow, mind you. I did a bunch of stuffing science, kind of like how I did yarn science. And I found that the best bang for my buck is it's a twin pack of flat lay pillows from a store called Big W here in Australia. I end up with approximately 2.7 kilograms worth of stuffing for the same amount of money as a 1 kilo bag of stuffing at Spotlight. And I actually like the stuffing quite a bit better. Because I have stress tested it and stuff like that. Made some stuff for Slappy that he's like really beaten the shit out of. So I've been able to see it hold its integrity, and like I've compared it over time. I compared it over time with a shelf sitter versus the Spotlight stuffing and the stuffing from these pillows, and the Spotlight stuffing compacts a lot sooner. Yeah, getting stuffing from pillows is smart because it is essentially it's the same stuff. Now I will say this stuffing has come out of, it's a pillow from a store called Kmart. And it's not quite as nice. It is more bang for your buck because it's a similar deal. Twin pack of pillows, the flat lay kind, so like the low profile kind. The pillowcases are wonderful, and I will 100% be upcycling the fabric that has come off of this pillow. But the stuffing, I don't like it as much. Like, I actually like working with it to stuff it more, like, because it's already like pre-broken. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't sit there and like zhuzh it apart before I put it in. It's already split apart quite nicely, so I didn't feel the need to do that. However, I'm contemplating whether the extra 50 cents of savings is worth it, because I've been finding myself needing to put more of this stuffing in to get that like the appropriate amount of stiffness that I like, that will give the plushie the longest possible time before it compacts down and becomes like a lot softer. I think I prefer the Big W stuff over the Kmart stuff. But yeah, that is a great tip for you guys. I will say for you guys in America, your polyfill that you can get from Michaels is actually pretty decently priced. I usually buy them online because there is no Big W around here. The closest one to us is in the city, 2 hours away. And they only let me buy 6 packs at a time. And then it always leaves me like just short of getting free shipping. So I much rather, like, if we have to take a trip into the city, I'll just be like, oh, let's pick up some pillows. And I always do wonder, because I send Mr. Nipple in by himself. I'm like, I wonder what they think. Like, do you wonder if they're like thinking, what the fuck is this man doing with that many pillows? Because they're cheap pillows. They're not the kind of pillow that you're really going to want to lay on. Like, let's be real. They're for like the poor people, or like for you're going on a school camp and you need to provide a pillow kind of price, you know? They're like a temporary pillow. They're not a pillow that you would want to sleep on long term at all. But yeah, I totally wish that like I could get inside their brains, seeing him fly by with like so many packs of pillows. That's where I want it at. There we go. And I find it even funnier that it's Mr. Nipple, a man, going in and buying all these pillows. My thought that I've had is that, do they think that he's like gonna build a pillow fort or something? Fun. Please? They might start to get suspicious. They could. We don't really have a lot of shelters though. Like, we have homeless people and stuff like that, but not in the same numbers as America.
The sheep goes moo.
INH. This is where I need to make my decision. Remember. Oh, imagine if he was selling them as like luxury pillows. Okay. Let's try this. So this is how I've been doing the cork. I've been stopping and pulling the white, just like pulling it long, and then joining into the stitch like a so. I didn't have my slip knot on it. Doing a little standing crochet. Here's where it gets wild. I'm working into the stitch that I have a loop up on. I'm gonna make sure that that loop is towards the inside. Might, just for the sake of it, do one extra stitch and then finish off. That yarn snaps so easy because it's Banat Baby Blanket, Banat Blanket Baby. Wet Sand, I think is the name of the color. So there's our cork, okay. Then what I've been doing.
Hey, it's free real estate.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Is I get my white back. Right? So. Ding dong. It's 4:30 a.m. Yeah, Necro, why? And then I've been doing like a little sneaky post stitching. I wonder if I should post stitch like this instead. Right. We're experimenting. Welcome to chat, Mimi? Oh fuck, I just... Maybe that's just how... What do we think? We are getting lots of new people tonight, aren't we? I hate that I love that we're getting new people, but I hate that we're getting new people when I'm sick and I'm very clearly like 1/10 the energy that I normally have, you know? I think I did it too short. He looks too squat though. I need to add another row here, I think. Well, hang on, which do we prefer, the red or the black? In heights here, I mean, sorry, I should have specified that. The red, that's what I was you like the black, fuck. It's not helpful. I think I like the red too. I think I like it taller. I like the squatty. Let me ask Mrs. Nipple. Mrs. Nipple! A wrapper axolotl? Rapsolotl? Could you come look at these potions? Do you prefer the black height or the red height?
Red.
Okay. That's 3 for red, 1 for black. I will go with the red height. Should I weave in these ends now and just get him finished? What do you guys think? Both are good. Why not make them a bit different? So I could make them a bit different. And I personally love the idea of having a mixed match, like some taller, some shorter, that sort of thing. However, because these are going to market, if a customer were to pick up both of these, they would be like, why are they the same price? It's happened to me so many times. It's insane. Like, I'm sorry, I'm human and I'm making these all by hand, you know. People don't understand the concept that they're not all going to be identical. But that is the biggest issue that I have, genuinely. Pictures in general chat? Hell yeah. Have a look. No, Moss's kitty cat. Oh my god, that axolotl is cute. Rapsilotl. Oh. I have genuinely had someone, so like I've had 2 axolotls. No, actually, perfect example. I had 2 turtles that were made out of different yarn for a start, on very different days, but they were incredibly similarly colored. One of them actually genuinely used this. This was its body color, the wet sand, and then it's like a pinky corally kind of color for the shell is what I did. And I have a very similar color. This color, you can see they're very similar, but they are different. And then I had a different pink, and I didn't realize I had done a turtle that already looked like that. So I essentially made 2 turtles that looked pretty much the same without realizing. But one of them, my tension that day was like tighter and crisper and nicer and, you know, what have you. And the turtles genuinely came out like one was like so they were, you could tell that they were different sized. And the lady looked at me and went, are these still the same price? And I said, yes. And she said, why? I said, well, they still take the same amount of time to make. They still take me 58 minutes. They still use the same amount of yarn and they still use the same amount of stuffing. And she said, but this one's smaller. How does it use the same amount? And then I had to try and explain tension to this person who doesn't knit or crochet or do any fiber art. And I'm like, look, I made them on different days. Sometimes my tension is tighter, sometimes my tension is looser. They're handmade items, like they're not, no two are going to come out the exact same. Even if I wanted to come out identical, I would never be able to do that because I'm a human and not a machine. And this woman just couldn't fathom that. And she's like, well, I'm not going to pay this price for this turtle.
America!
And I was like,
yeah!
Hi, Neil. I was like, well, you like them both and they're both very similar. Why not just take the bigger one? And she goes, well, I like this one's. She liked the smaller one's colors just a little bit nicer, was the problem. And she wasn't willing to pay the same amount because it was noticeably smaller. And I said to her, look, I'm sorry, all my prices are final. I'm not going to go cheaper on it because that would be cutting into my own hourly wage. And she still could not fathom it. She's like, what do you mean hourly wage? This is just a fun hobby for you. I'm like, no, this is not a fun hobby for me. Like, this is my job. And she still couldn't fathom it. Like, this woman wanted to fight with me. Like, she was ready to throw down over a price. And I said to her, look, I'm sorry, if you're not happy with the price of that one, take the bigger one. Take your win and take the bigger one. But the amount of people that I've had do that, like with keychains, there was this little boy who so desperately wanted, I had one of my crochet cotton, it was almost this green, little octos. And he wanted it so badly. She did end up buying the bigger turtle, I'll give her that. Like, she still paid the price for the bigger one. She just preferred the colors of the smaller one. That was her issue. And she didn't want to pay the price. But yeah, I had this mum tell her son, no, don't pick that item. It's smaller. Look, there's another one exactly the same, but bigger. So it was a crochet cotton green octo versus an 8-ply acrylic octo, and the size difference was like, you know, pretty big, given that they're two completely different like sizes of fiber. And she really hammered into her son and convinced him, and essentially was saying, like, I'm not paying for you to have that one because it's smaller. And he really wanted the green one more than anything. That's what he wanted, was the green one. And I felt so sad for him. I'm like, that's just bad parenting. Like, why not just give your kid the one that they want? Like, I could understand if they were trying to talk a kid down from a more expensive item into a cheaper item. But when you're talking them sideways at the same item, why not just let them have the one they want? Like, if you're willing to spend that money on that item, just give him the one he wants. I think that did work out a little bit better, actually, the way that I just finished that. I did have a guy come up to me once and was like, are the prices final? And when he led with that, I knew he wanted a little bit of a haggle. Now, I was raised by a car salesman, so I fucking love to haggle, right? I love to haggle. I am all for it. If someone wants to come up and try and haggle with me, I'm like, yes, baby, fucking do it. So I knew that this guy, and I've spoken about this one before on stream, I knew that he was down for a haggle. And this was when my keychains were $20 each, not $15. This is before I converted onto acrylic and off of the cotton. So they were a lot more work when they were the cotton, because they were more fiddly and small. And we bartered back and forth, like we bantered back and forth with the prices, and he kept it, like, he started at such an increment and he was going lower much quicker than I was going higher, and we met at a happy middle. It was nice. He ended up getting $5 off the pair of, because he was buying 2. He wanted to buy 2 for his girlfriend. So he ended up getting 35 for 2 instead of 40 for 2. But like he wanted to haggle for the fun of it, not because he cared. Like I could see on his face he was happy to pay the full price, you know? And that he just wanted to have a bit of a haggle for fun. And if like, it's all about the vibe, right? Like if the vibe is right, if someone comes up to me with a good vibe, wanting to haggle, I'm all for it. Yeah, he wanted the fun of trying. He was not good at it. He was a young lad too. Yes, yeah. And he was so impressed with them too. Because I remember this day, this was one of the ones at the cafe that we did. And this guy, he kept coming back looking at them. Like he came and he looked and he went away, and then he came and then he looked and then he went away, and then he came and then he looked and then he went away, and he just kept coming back. And then eventually he come back with his girlfriend, and he was showing her, and like she was like, oh my god, I didn't see these before, and she's like, they're so cute. Oh, he's got an emo on out there. Oh. See, that's my issue right here, how this is more prominent than this side. See if we can improve it on the next one. My little potions, they're growing. See, like, look, even just with tension, the red and the black are a little bit smaller than the purple one. Like, rotund-wise. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's just tension, right? These are gonna look so freaking cute. Like, this whole little basket of them is gonna be so cute. I'll have to take a picture of it when it's all full so that you guys can see it properly. Apparently we're doing a multicolor one now. But yeah, I'm all for someone wanting to have a little go at a gamble with me, you know? See if they can knock a price down. But yeah, if they're gonna come at me like a motherfucking bitch and be like, you know, trying to invalidate my work, then no. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Oh.
You do need another drink.
Oh, I could actually use a hydrate, thank you. Yeah. What I have learned is that not everyone can haggle. And it is also, in my belief, it is an innate ability that some people just have. That's why, in my opinion, not everyone can be a car salesman. Kind of like in the same way that not everyone can be a real estate agent. Like, it takes a certain type of person, you know? Ain't so good at it. Yeah, there you go. For anyone who wasn't paying attention, I'm doing a special color change here so that I don't get a jog line. For anyone who doesn't know what a jog line is, I will show you right now. If I just stitched into that like normal and then kept stitching across, you get like a bit of a harsher like leap up to come across, right? Because we're working in a spiral. So your jog line is, it's not as nicely demonstrated. It should be a bit more like that. You can see the quite high jump right here. So this special color change that I'm doing, this is a really great trick. And I swear by this color change now. I don't do it all the time because I'm lazy, but I should do it all the time. Really, really good if you're doing like a Siamese cat or something, you know, where color change is going to be like front and center. So the first stitch I did in the white, I actually did in the back loop only. So I have a loop open right here. Okay. So before doing, out of the way stuffing, before doing my final stitch in this round, I'm actually going to pick that loop up. Then I'm going to, it's a bit funny because I've just had to twist my hook all the way around. So I've got that loop and I've just twisted around and gone into that stitch like I normally would. And then I'm just going to make a stitch like normal. And you can see it drags that loop over, making the jog line less jarring. I do have some example here actually. So this one I didn't do the, this one I didn't do the funny color change with, right? And you can see where I've done the color change where it's like it leaps up into the yellow here, right? Versus on the red, this is where I did the color change. So it's just a bit like, it's still obviously leaping up, but it's just a bit of a smoother transition, right? Just a little nicer. A little harder for people who don't crochet to see where the color change is. If we're going drive-through, I won't complain. But if I'm at a sit-down place and my food isn't right, I'm gonna complain. And I have so much anxiety. Like, I have so much social anxiety. It's insane. So, but I'm so funny with my food. Like, I think my OCD with my food is like higher than my anxiety, like my social anxiety is, if that makes sense. Like the OCD is kicking the anxiety down a notch because like my food has to be right. For anyone who doesn't know, I've diagnosed OCD. Thankfully, it's only mild. But it is the reason why, like, I eat my sandwiches and I'll go all the way around the crust before I touch the middle. Or like if I'm eating a soup, I'll eat all the brothy part first and then I'll eat like the chunky bits last. All right. I've done half of the decreases I need to do there. Now I'll start stuffing. See, we do it opposite. I have to go broth first. Have to. Mr. Nipple, could I get a tea? This is a fun potion color. Do I need this light on, you guys? Do I need that light? Is this bright enough for you? That light's really hurting my migraine. But I want you guys to like be able to see well, you know? Fine for you? Oh, okay. That feels good. So I need to do an extra row this time. That's actually closer to real life on the camera now. This is all darker than normal. Oh, is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just insane. Who knows? So, with the potions, I do definitely want to explore and see if I can do a square potion and a triangle potion. I just do not have the time to do it before the medieval fair, unfortunately. Because I just want to have them there for the medieval fair. I think it's better to have them than to have at least some. Rather than none, right? So, once the medieval fair's done, the potion pattern will go on the list of ones that I need to finish and finalize. Because I'm still in the middle of designing other things as well. And then I've still got 3 designs to go. After the potions. So I've got Neil's Ducks. Yes, like Molly from January. I promise you, Coco, I've actually been working on Molly. I've done about... Oh, I think I'm double digit. I think I'm double digit tries on the wings at this point. I'm actually really struggling with her wings. Like, really struggling. Which doesn't bode well for the dragonfly. Yeah, I'm really struggling with it. Gives a chance to debut a bit. Always look forward to see what you create. Yeah. I'm having a hard time making it both no-so and achieving the right shape, because the bee and the butterfly are both no-so. So I'd like to keep the whole pattern no-so. Also, for any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about my bee pattern, which I've been slowly working on in the background. We have actually named and come up with all of the bugs that I'm going to be doing. Let me just find... So the pattern is actually going to be quite bigger, like quite a bit bigger than what we first spoke about. Her projects take a year to finish. Yeah. Yeah, she works on big stuff, to be fair. Designing is a whole different beast, though. Like, designing, you have to, like... It's a lot of trial and error. So, we decided the bee's name... I don't know if you guys know this. The bee's name is Bonnie. So, Bonnie the bee. I did a lot of research into different crochet patterns, trying to come up with a relatively unique name, because the pattern is going to be Bonnie the Bee and Friends. I do know that. It's going to be like an and friends. In total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different bug things that you can make from it. So there's Bonnie the bee, Bert the butterfly, there's going to be Molly the mosquito, Dylan the dragonfly, Frankie the fly, Martha the moth, and here's the kicker, Ajax the ant and Stella the spider. And they're all going to be in the chunky rotund body. So the fly is technically just the bee, but done with different colors. So you would do like a brown and a black, or like gray and black or whatever, and you would not put the stinger on, but it would still be using the bee wings, right? Same with the moth. The moth is just the butterfly, but done in specific colors. Like you would do it in more earthy tones as opposed to bright colors. So the ones that will be unique will be, so there'll be the butterfly. So there's going to be 4 types of wings, basically. You know, butterfly wing, bee wing, dragonfly wing, and mosquito wing. There's also going to be a bit that comes off the butt. So there's going to be a bee stinger, the bit that comes off the butt for the dragonfly, and then the bit that comes off the face for the mosquito. They all obviously have antenna. So to do the ant, you would obviously just omit the wings and not do anything on the butt or the face. So it would be just the 6 little legs and the antenna in like whatever antish color that you want. And then the spider, I'm actually going to have to alter a little bit. So I think I know how I'm going to do her. So basically at the moment, it's a row with feet, and then a row without, then a row with feet, then a row without, then a row with feet. I think I'm going to take out the in-between rows and just do 4 rows of feet for the spider, because obviously spiders have 8 legs, not 6. So, but yeah, it's expanded. There's 8 now instead of 5. And we did, like I said, we really sat down. It was Dylan, Danny, and I, or husband Danny and I, all sat down and really looked into different bee patterns and stuff like that. So like, I know that my bee is unique in the way that it looks. I haven't been able to find another one that does it the way that I do it. There is one that's similar called, oh my God, brain, work with me. I think it's called the sitting bee, but it doesn't have a stinger. Hi, babe. Okay, he just went yeehaw and ran away. It only has 4 legs and it doesn't have a stinger, I'm pretty sure. So mine differs in that way, in that it's got 6 legs and my legs aren't bobbles, where most other ones, if they have legs, are bobble stitches. Mine are using the chain method, so there is differences. But the hardest thing to nail was actually the name. The name was really hard because trying to come up with a name that starts with B that's cute that isn't already taken. Oof. You know what? I'm actually going to be right back because I don't think Mr. Nipple heard me ask for my tea and my throat is really sore. I'm going to really quickly go and take some decongestants. And I'm going to get him to start on my tea. So I will be back in a moment, you guys.
Wah.
you guys, I can't stop coughing. Thank you, Mr. Nipple. Oh. What happened in chat while I was gone? Hi, Wah. You guys just being gremlins? Okay. Let me click back to camera. Hopefully the decongestants help. They should. I'm just having a bit of a hard time breathing. I've got fluid on my lungs at the moment, so we're having a not so fun time. You're super late for work? Well, you better hurry up, Neil. Do you guys think that this would be a hard step to do in a pattern? Fuck this job. I'm sorry, Neil. Like, if you were crocheting and someone said to you, remove your hook, leave big loop, work stitch next over in new color. Like, how do you guys think you would cope with that? And yes, I love hearing the opinions of those of you who are baby at crochet. It helps. Might be because you've seen me do it. Fair. Should we try? I'm gonna go one extra round this. It sounds simple enough. See, to me, it sounds simple and feels simple. But like, I'm the one doing it, you know? Because I did trial doing the surface crochet around and then joining the cork color on after the fact, and it was near impossible to get the cork color like where the cork color needed to be, like to get your hook in. This was just an easier method of getting the hook in. Trying a slightly taller cork this time. You didn't mess it up. I've had people sing high praise for those loops that I tell people to leave for those fruity chick wings. I think this is where I've been going wrong. 5, 5. I think I've been losing count and not been going around this stitch here, which is why it might be looking funny. That already looks a bit better. I've only got a little bit of this white left. I'll sit it over here in my pile of mushroom embroidery whites. Yeah, that was something that that's one of my proudest moments in pattern designing, honestly, is getting the lineup on those fruity chicks and having those as markers for people. Like, I am so proud of that. You have no idea. That is genuinely one of my proudest moments as a pattern designer. Yeah, I definitely like it taller. That also came out a little bit better, paying more attention to my stitches there. Right, let's close it off. I'm really excited to see if I can achieve a triangle and a square shape bottle as well, because I think having other shapes will just like cherry on top, you know? Chef's kiss that bitch. Where did Wah go? Wah was here. Did Wah leave us? Yeah, so I actually had the pleasure of watching the little Comet, fellow Twitch streamer and friend of mine. She's gorgeous. She does a lot of crochet. And she makes a lot of patterns, like a lot of different patterns from different designers. So when she sung me high praises, like, because she made my Fruity Chick, she made it on stream, so I had the pleasure of watching her make it. And I laughed so hard when she was like, what the fuck are these loops for? Like, she had no idea. And then she got further through the pattern, and like towards the end when she was like ready to put the wings on, she was like, oh my fucking God, that's genius. She was like, that is so smart. And I was like, yes. Like, that was such a win for me to have like a fellow content creator sing such high praise. You haven't seen Comet in a long time? Comet's around. Comet'd still be streaming. Yep. Paying just a little bit more attention to my stitches. That has come out much nicer. And doing the one extra row there, definitely like that. Let's see how I feel about the cork. If you guys can hear my child screaming bloody murder, it's because he's getting changed for bedtime. He's not actually dying. Fine. Let's try something different on this one. Ah, yes, Ginger Crush. Ginger Crush is how you found me. They raided in on me one day and then you never left. How dare they? Been plagued with you. Right, I did the cork a little differently. How do we feel about it? I like the cork a lot more. I think of every potion, this one is hitting, like it's tickling my brain in a really nice way. So I did an extra row on the cork, and instead of, so normally when you finish off, let me pick a color that's easy to see. Normally when you finish off, I know you still guys can't see this very well, you would go back loop, back loop, back loop, back loop, and weave in and out like that to pull closed. What I did there is I actually went, oh sorry, front loop, not back loop, my mistake. I went back loop, back loop, back loop. I can't pick up the loops. All the way around, and I just cinched closed the back loop only, which not only has it given it this nice little defined sort of like edge where those front loops are left, but it's given it a nice like flatter finish. I like that a lot more. It's a lot more corky. This is my current favorite. This is the current favorite. Let's replicate what we did on this one on the next one, and we'll see if we still like it just as much. Do another multicolored one. Let's do this one. I had that one right in front of me. I could have done that one. I think I'm at the stage where I need to write this potion down because I haven't actually written it down yet. Oh, husband picked me up some pens today too. Erasable boys. Just cheapy ones, but erasable nonetheless. So, round bottle. I'm just writing this out before we continue. Yeah, so the ink is erasable via friction. So it doesn't erase in the traditional sense. So technically you can erase it with like a heat gun or a hairdryer, which also technically means that in theory you could bring it back with cold. But they are erasable. So potion. This is nice and juicy actually. It was a 4-pack from Kmart, just the Anko brand, but it was only $4.50 for 4 of them. I want to buy some more erasable pens online. I've come to really, really love them because I love writing with a pen like in ink, but I hate that I can't erase. So the fact that, and I'd never had an erasable pen until Cam sent me one. And then what did I do? I did a back loop only. Finish. And bum 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 bum. There we go. Potion. Eh. These ones are like clicky ones too, which I like. Right, so I've written it down. Now I can never forget it. Hi, Python. Right, so let's replicate what we did and see if we love it just as much. The good thing about this is working out all the kinks in like the stem and the cork and all that sort of stuff. It means that the only challenges I'll have when it comes time to do the square and triangle, it means that all I'll have to do is do the shapes. So that should be pretty good. I don't think you've really dabbled in erasable pens. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am more a comfort girly when it comes to writing things down by hand. I'm very much, I like to write things. Like if Mr. Nipple's going to the store for me, I like to physically write it down. He prefers I just text message it or something like that. But the process of physically writing stuff down actually helps you stick it in your brain better. Which I find helps, especially when making a shopping list. I think I'm actually starting to run out of white yarn. Fuck, and I just placed an order. I might have to put an order in. So I'm learning that I have gravitated towards certain colors very heavily because they're selling very, very well. There are some colors I'm not going to bother re-getting. Anything that has black in it, I'm not getting again. But I'm noticing that I'm gravitating a lot towards like colors like this one, you know, and like this one, because they sell well for me. I'm hardly grabbing for my multicolors over my solids. I genuinely just had to place an order to get some more. It was only a little bit of yarn, not a lot. And I did get it through my manufacturer. It was to get some more brown, ivory, and a yellow. What I should have done was sat down and actually looked at what I needed, because I'm basically out of Spyro Purple. I am pretty much out of my darker yellow. I'm running low on a few core colors. Like, I didn't realize I was running as low on white as I am, but I definitely am, which is a worry. I'm running low on cream. And when I say low, I still have another, what looks like 3 or 4 balls down there. Plus I have one that I've just cracked into and another full one here on my desk. However, I'm about to sit here and make the rest of all these potions using white. I then have to make 3 white chickens. I have a whole big white cat I need to make. Like, I know that I've got things in white that I'm going to be making in the very near future. So maybe I do need to like sit down and take a look. Maybe count up my inventory. And genuinely see how much of like, because I know that I bought like 10 white balls versus like I bought 4 of every other color, right? Like certain colors I bought more of. Certain colors I bought less of. I'm running low on black. I still had white left in my stock too, though. I think I still had like 3 or 4 balls of white left in my stock when I made my big order. I just don't think I realized just how many of my products use white. The mushrooms and mushlings have definitely kicked that up a notch. And like I actually did what you're saying. I didn't double the amount, but I was originally only going to get like 6 or 7 balls. And then I'm like, ooh, but hold on. I feel like I might use more white than I'm thinking, and like bumped it up to 10. So like I even bumped it higher than I thought I would need. This is good though. It's a good learning experience. Because it was my first time buying direct from manufacturer. Ivory, my ivory color, I use that so often. I should have bought like 10 to 15 of the ivory. Yeah, there has been a little bit of a debate with the cream versus ivory versus white. The ivory though, I used a lot of ivory on the Siamese cats. The ivory is also a really good secondary color on a lot of cats and dogs, just in general. So like that ivory has been like a top tier color for me, if I'm being honest. And I didn't realize how top tier it was until I'm now like running low. And I think I bought about 8 of those. To be fair, I bought a lot of them with Anchor in mind because I knew I was going to be making Anchor. And I knew that I wanted to use ivory for Anchor's suckers. So a lot of it did go to that, but in hindsight, like actually not a lot of it went to that. I think one ball did nearly 3. So I think I used 3 of my 8 balls on Anchor. And I've just repurchased a little bit of ivory, so. It's a good learning experience though. So like, I know not to get as many like of the navy blue and the royal purples, you know, and like the deep, deep, deep reds, like the much darker colors. I definitely want to have them on hand, just definitely not. I don't need as many as I've got. By any means. Right. Let's stuff this one. Hey Google, stop the TV. Living room. Oh my god, it's already 9 o'clock. Mitchell, did you see my picture I sent you today? I went to the optometrist today, Mitchell. And it turns out in 12 months, my astigmatism has drastically changed. Like, drastically. I don't know if that's my current or if that's what I'm moving into. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm moving into. Can you explain to me what those numbers mean? Because I actually don't know what they mean. Like, I was looking at it like, this is mumbo jumbo to me. really do sound like him murdering him in there. Now he's giggling. All I hear is giggling. Bigger the number, the badder the eyes. Got you. Should we do the dark for this one? That looks like black to you guys. This is just a really dark brown. I promise it's not black. The plus is long-sided. Minus is short. So what am I? Mitchell, explain my eyeballs to me. What am I? What does the axis mean? What's an axis? God fucking damn it. Four, 5, 3, 4. Does anyone know when Power Wash Sim 2 is coming out? Because I would like it. It comes out this month! Oh! Oh! Oh my god. It comes out the same week as my other game. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I cried at the other game. And the thought of its release. Oh, what's for? You wanna see? I've done a good. Check this cork out. Is that nicer? More corky? You like? Yeah, I looked at the, I think it said like the 25th for me or something. You guys can't see this cork at all. That's great. This is great. Well, I'll be ahead. So there's that. So let me go back and look at it. Power Wash Simulator 2. Planned release date, October 24th. Because if it's the 23rd for you, it'll be the 24th for me. Did I say the 25th? Or the 24th? Listen, Linda. Linda, listen. There have been a couple of games that have released where they've done different dates around the world and like it geo-locks you out if yours isn't released yet. That was wild. For that one, Australia and New Zealand, I forget what game it was. Yeah, everyone's Linda. Australia and New Zealand got that game like 3 days before everyone else. I can't remember what game it was. And then like some European countries got it second, and then some South American countries. I think America was like the last country to get it, and Americans were pissed. Like they were not happy. I wish I could remember what game it was. Oh god. Oh god, the brown splooged. Oh, God. Oh. On. Oh, hell yeah. You guys really can't fucking see that cork, though. I promise you, it's just as impressive as the other one. I really can't remember what the game was. It was a really big release, too, like a AAA title. Yeah. Yep. I think I've hit the formula on the head with it. I think I'm happy with that. They all seem to stand up. Some of them wonk a little, but like, they're round. What are you gonna do? It was literally like, it was all within the same 3 to 4 day period. And it was exactly as you said, it was to stop the servers from being overloaded. Like, that was the exact reason they did it. And even the method that they used still had overloaded servers. You know? And the game was long enough that no one was going to finish it in that time. But it only seemed like extra days though, right? When you think about it, it seemed like more days than it was because they gave it to those of us in the earlier time zones first. So the gap seemed bigger than it was. If that makes sense. Like the day gap was smaller than people like actually were like thinking it was because the date gap was bigger. Forgetting that like Americans are often a day behind. That's what had most Americans pissed. They're like, how come they get it like 3 or 4 days before? Blah, blah, blah. Time zones, my guy, time zones. Oh yeah, the corks are so much better. So much better. Look at my little potions. Oh, I'm so jazzed. I'm so jazzed by them. These 2 corks definitely stand out. They are winners. And 2 little stubby ones in there. Wait. Fuck you, Danny. Bitch. I'm like separating the cork colors for no reason at all. Guys, I've done 7. This makes me halfway. I'm so jazzed. That should mean I have 8 down here. 1, 2. Yay! I have 8 left to do. I'm so jazzed. I'm really happy. Really, really happy. So my reasoning behind wanting 15 is because I think Mr. Nipple and I roughly worked out that about 10 should fit comfortably in the basket, which is what we're going to be displaying them in on the table at the market. So that will account for being able to have a full display plus having some to restock with, because this is a 2-day event. So I need to be able to have extra stock on hand, which is why I wanted like 20 mushlings and 12 of the big mushrooms. Speaking of, I've only got, oh my fucking god, I've only got 4 mushrooms. No, 12 is wrong. I can't do math. It's only 9. I only want 9. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me change that number over here. It is not 12. Nine. Because I want one of each body with each cap. Because I don't think they're gonna, like, I think they'll sell, but I don't think they're gonna sell like hotcakes, right? Because they are a bit more of an expensive item. I'm pretty sure I priced them out at 40 Australian. And like, obviously, like, more expensive stuff doesn't sell as quickly or as well. That's just the way it is. Okay, so that makes me about halfway-ish with those then. All right, next. And I'm purposefully leaving like my small dragons and the axolotls to last because I have those in stock. What if you just don't take your dogs out? You will get poop on the floor. I'm sorry. It's, I mean, like, it'll happen. You're gonna get poop on the floor. Also, you guys, you'll never hear me say this again. You probably will. I encourage you to clip me. I've been releasing my clips on YouTube and actually TikTok. TikTok, they're not getting very many views at all. But here, I'll show you guys this little tidbit. Are you ready for this?
Samson, what's 1 plus 1? Good boy, what's 3 plus 3?
No, you fucker.
Samson, what's 1 plus 1? Good boy, what's 3 plus 3? Good boy, what's 2 plus 2? Samson, what's 1 plus 1?
That's my dog. I taught him math. I saw Lucas. Oh, I didn't see that part. No. My ex did not let me bring my pets with me when I moved. He said it's not fair on them because they've lived here their whole lives. And then that cunt decided less than a year later that he was moving. He didn't even try to rehome them. He ended up sending them to a kill shelter. All of them. All 4 of my babies. By the time he asked me to take them, I could no longer take them because we had a dog, 2 cats, and I was pregnant. And I feasibly could not bring in 2 dogs and 2 cats to our already full home. I will never forgive that man for doing that. He just didn't want me to have them because he didn't want me to be happy. It had nothing to do with the animals. I accidentally trained that dog to be my service dog. Like, he would butt up against me and keep stable. He would just automatically pick things up off the floor for me. He knew when I was going to have a panic attack. He would alert me. And Mr. Nipple was totally fine with me bringing them with me. Like, he was like, yeah, absolutely, bring your animals. That's fine. It was my ex that said no. And I fought him on that. And he was like, abso-fucking-lutely not. One of the animals that I left behind, I had literally from the day they were born. I helped feed it. I nursed its mum back to health. Like, those animals to me weren't just pets, like, they were my babies. They were all rescues as well. Oh, sorry, I lie. One of them was not a rescue. One of them I purchased from... He was a beagle. I was really interested in having a beagle because my parents had beagles and I love the breed. And I knew that a beagle would be a good companion for my high energy Kelpie, which was the one that you guys just saw doing math. Because no matter how much stimulation I gave him, it just wasn't enough. Like, he needed a companion. So I knew that I needed a dog that would be able to have the same energy level, but not as much energy. And I was like, ooh, a beagle would fit that really beautifully. So I ended up getting a working line beagle. His name was Bentley. He was gorgeous. He was my little snuggle bug. You knew he'd never, yeah. Beagles are stubborn. Beagles are actually really smart. They're just really stubborn, which makes them look really dumb. There's a breed really similar to beagles that are a little bit more crazy. They look almost identical. I'll tell you what I really, really love. A lemon beagle. Have you guys ever seen a lemon beagle? Please hold. Please hold while I get pictures of a lemon beagle. Lemon beagles are just to die for. Look at this is a really, really good example of a lemon, this one here. I know you guys can't see the picture on the side very well, but they're the really lighter colored ones. And they usually only come in lemon and what? This is that's a really good lemon right there, that one. They're the really pale colored ones. You don't tend to get tricolor lemons, like, ever. They generally only come lemon and white. That's not a lemon. That's also not a lemon. That's a lemon. That's a lemon. Oh, that's a dark lemon. Lemon beagles are essentially the blonde of the beagle, is the best way to put it. I find them so beautiful. There's just something about the way they look. They look like dainty little princess beagles. Yes, when beagles are pups, they look incredibly similar to the Cavalier King Charles. Very, very similar. Also, welcome to chat. Trace? I'm gonna call you Trace. Yeah, I have such a fondness for beagles. They are in the scent hound category. They are definitely scent hounds. Oh yeah, beagles are so crazy smart. They are one of the smartest breeds. They're just stubborn, which makes them look less smart than they are. Because like when a dog is stubborn, it often won't listen to you, right? Minimal is fine, so is Trace or MT if you're ever feeling sorry. Fuck, I'm dumb. Do you guys want to have a guess at my favorite breed of all time? I'm talking all fucking time. There's two up there. But there's one that is like just slightly. And I have said what my favorite breed is because I have a generalized favorite breed. You have no idea how close you are, Eyes. Eyes is so close. Weimaraners are beautiful. Husky or Bernese Mountain Dog. Oh. I don't know that any of you will get it. Right, so it's a German Doberman, quite specifically a German Doberman. There is something about, and they are the most traditional, when you see in movies like gangs dealing with drugs, etc. Usually the two breeds of dog that they will have as guard dogs in movies and TV shows will either be German Dobermans or Rottweilers. So the German Doberman is the like skinnier one. There's something about them. There's something about their body structure, their muscle, and just, I really like muscle dogs. So like, I love Weimaraners, I love Rottweilers, I love German Dobermans. I adore American Pit Bulls, American Bulldogs. I just, give me a Dobie any day. My dad actually used to show German Dobermans. This is well before I was born, and he believed in the breed and loved the breed so much that he actually gave away his last showgirl to an owner who he knew was going to like uphold his standard of care. But the breed I normally say is my favorite. So like my pinnacle, my peak is the German Doberman. Like that, you cannot beat it for me. But my go-to when someone's like, oh, what's your favorite breed of dog? I will always say an English Staffordshire Terrier and or American Staffordshire Terrier. They are technically the same breed. I don't know why they have two different names. The difference in them is like 2 inches in height or some bullshit. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, the Staffordshire Terrier is the smaller, not by much, I think it's by about 2 inches, 3 inches, smaller cousin to the American Pit Bull. I love Staffies. I love them. Just not quite as much as a Doberman. Staffies come in so many different personalities too. Sometimes they're energetic, sometimes they're couch potato. Like it just depends dog to dog, you know? Like they are such a diverse breed. Like they can, depending on which one you get. Like I've had many Staffy or been around many Staffies that are like the perfect couch potato. But I've also been around many Staffies that are the perfect like energetic running companion or biking companion. See, I love the look of the blues, but that's actually a genetic deformity. Fun fact. It's a genetic deformity affecting the pigmentation in their fur and skin. Which not a lot of people know. Which I think it's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, it's a genetic deformity. Which I think it's crazy because a blue or even a staffy that has blue in its blood, meaning it carries it from like its mother or its father, but doesn't present blue, is still like $1,500. No, it doesn't cause health problems. It just spikes the price up. It's stupid. To my understanding, they are a little more susceptible to sunburn. That's not really a health problem. A lot of dogs are susceptible to sunburn. Fun fact, you guys, there is such a thing as dog sunscreen, and you should have it if you have dogs, especially dogs that have white fur. My Kelpie was incredibly white, and he needed sunscreen all over his nose, or he... Nuggies! Oh, I love a Newfie. I'll tell you what other breed I really like, actually, Great Danes. Great Danes are fucking cuddle bugs, man. I've been around so many Great Danes and they are always just the biggest cuddle bears. They think they're lap dogs. Oh yeah, Akitas are pretty cute as well. Oh yeah, they're massive, man. They're so big when they're puppies. Such a beautiful breed though. Another breed that I'm really, really partial to, believe it or not, Great Danes. No, not Great Danes, I just said Great Danes. Greyhounds. Greyhounds are also couch potatoes. I also really love Italian Greyhounds, which are like the pocket size version. And very strangely, hear me out, I love a Chihuahua. I know Chihuahuas can get a bad rap, but a lot of that comes down to bad breeding. If they've got good bloodlines, there's no aggression in them. Because fun fact, a lot of Chihuahuas are aggressive because it is actually a bred trait that is in their genetics. But people are just so money hungry that they don't care to not breed it. Oh my God, can we afford our upgrade? Oh, fuck me. I took tomato juice off the menu. Idiot. Let me put that on. We just need 3 more orders on that. Guys, we can... Ooh! I don't know what I just did. Oh. It's fine, I fixed it. All right, we can upgrade finally. This is an expensive ass upgrade. More farm space. While we're at it, let's go ahead and go into the dining room. Get rid of these 2 windows. And grab this window. Hey. Yeah, most Chihuahuas out there are unfortunately the aggressive ones. It is sad. They get such a bad rap for it, and it's not their fault. Like, they were bred that way. Yeah, I could sit on him and he would expire. I could sit on him and create pancake. Oh, nuggies and chips, by the way. That's what Mr. Nipple bought me. Comfort food. I agree with his choice. Num num. Dude, I fucking tell ya, I needed this comfort food today. I'm so sick of being sick. Sometimes you just need a little bit of comfort, right? Wait, Lucas, I thought in Discord you said, weren't you getting a new laptop? What changed? You did get a new one. Wait, so why are you fixing the old one? Oh. I have sufficiently eaten every chip. You're welcome. Absolutely. You may link. Oh, okay. Fair. Do you need that much RAM? Fair. Oh my god, look at the baby. What a handsome dog. I wish I had a pet now. Mr. Nipple just can't handle it, which is fine. It was better when I was able to like walk a dog, but I don't have that kind of mobility anymore. Oh, are you a crafter, Trace? 1, 3, 5, 6. None of what you just said makes any sense to me, Lucas. I don't understand screws. Num num num. Ooh. Being a writer is a form of art. Or sorry, writing is a form of art. Why has it been screwed and unscrewed so much? What sort of stuff do you write? Please tell me it's smart. Please tell me it's romantasy. Oh no. Oh no, I'm out of liquid. Mr. Nipple, I'm out of liquid. Please liquid me. Speaking of books, you guys need to get your recommendations in for book club. Double speaking of books, I need to buy the book and actually read it. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I really like fantasy books. My actual true love is urban fantasy books. I really love stuff set like in urban fantasy settings. But it's really hard to find urban fantasy that isn't also romance. Like there's just not a lot of it out there, unfortunately. Wait, really? What if I am a fish? Yum.
You do need another drink.
I don't have any liquid. I just finished my liquid. Mr. Nipple, I need liquid. I've been hydrated. Mr. Nipple accidentally spiced me again today, you guys. He bought me spicy pepperonis. The medicine's not even in here. He took the medicine too. Oh. I'm actually due for some more medicine. Mama Meg. Oh, do you guys want to see my little sweet treat that I have? Wow. You just made me feel really poor, Lucas. Fuck no. Ooh. There we go. I'm so jazzed. I'm so happy. I love my brain. How are you doing today, Jem? My brain's got brawn. Are you calling my brain fat? No, I have noticed I am coughing a little bit less today. It does mean strength, Lucas. I was just being funny because strength generally equates to being muscular. And muscle generally adds weight. Yeah, so I've noticed I'm coughing a little less, but I'm not feeling any better. So this morning I spent a good like 20 minutes locking up all sorts of green and blood. So that was fun. Fun and traumatizing experience. As you do. If I'm not feeling better in the morning, I might have Mr. Nipple ring up and just try and get me any fucking doctor's appointment. I'd rather go see my doctor, but I know she isn't in on Wednesdays. The coughing could be less because of all of the medicine that I'm taking. So I don't know that if I'm actually truly coughing less or if I'm making myself cough less, if you get what I mean. Because it could be either. Fresh pineapple. I fucking can't stand pineapple. I don't know if pineapple's in season right now. I don't think it is. Would tinned pineapple work? Like the shit that comes in a can? not sure. We're over halfway, you guys. Let's do this one. This is the one that Mr. Nipple called the love potion. Worth a shot. I don't know if Slappy likes pineapple. Pineapple's sweet, right? You'd probably like it. Oh. Would you rub some Vicks Vapor Rub on my feet? Oh. Why on the feet, out of curiosity? Also, I'm surprised I'm still here. I thought I was going to do a shorter stream and we've been here for 3 hours. I guess my migraine's holding steady. We absorb through the feet. Oh, gross. So does that mean when Mr. Nipple and I are in the shower and he pees on the floor and my feet touch it, I'm absorbing his pee? Gross. Mr. Nipple! I need liquid sustenance! I really don't think he can. Mr. Nipple! As I'm calling him. Mippin Gipla.
Facts that could save your life.
I was like, oh my god, someone's calling him. Fuck me, it's me. I'm calling him. How am I that stupid? Don't you deny my phone call. Did you hear that? I heard your phone ring and I got shocked that someone was calling you. Yeah, I'm fucking dumb. A, you've been freed. B, science. C, liquid sustenance. D, T. Oh, last one was a little confusing, wasn't it? T-E-A, not the letter T. E, bowl.
Hey.
Something like that.
There was a quiz show. Comedy quiz.
Comedy.
And one of the questions, it was...
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what the question was, but the options were A, B, A,
Hold on,
C,
hold
B.
on, you cut out.
It was a show called Good News Week on in Australia. So it was like a comedy, a panel show. It was a weird show. It didn't have a lot of direction. It was just funny shit. But yeah, there was a quiz question. Yes, Danny, we'll get to your science. I don't remember what the question was at all. The potential answers were 3 choices: A, T, as in the C, S-E-A. B, A, as in E-H, as
Eh?
No, not A. Huh? Similar meaning to that sound. And C, bees. Honeybees. It was just funny. Anyway, science.
Oh, I was going to show you guys my sweet. It is a slab of dark chocolate with mint inside. This is a handmade.
I'm going.
My liquid sustenance is. It's really yummy. I had some earlier today. Really, really yummy. There's this sweets shop that does like all old school like hard candies and stuff. It's really yummy. We got, so lollies are something, or candy, whatever you want to call it, is something that's safe for Slappy to eat. For the most part, because a lot of lollies don't have dairy in. And we got him these melon flavored ones. And he knew that it was melon flavored because they look like tiny little watermelons. And he's like, I like a melon. He's so clever. I like a melon. He can have a melon. He like a melon, he can have a melon. And then he dropped one, he went, oh no, my melon! Right. It was absolutely great. Oh, my melon! Oh yeah, I was gonna encourage you guys to clip me more often because I've been uploading my clips. I have a backlog for now. Backlog won't last for. Danny, did you want to see the baby blanket and where I'm at with it? I finished the first ball today. Here's where we're at. I have officially attached the second ball. I made it approximately a quarter of the way with the one ball. You've got shit to do? Enjoy your shit. The texture is phenomenal. Mr. Nipple, you haven't touched it yet. Touch it.
Bye, Jim.
Why are you...
But I had to make...
It really does feel so nice. I need to weave in my end.
I assume Danny's calling me an arsehole. I have my science for the day. But first, I have a question. How fast do you think a wombat can run at top speed?
Isn't it? Am I right?
I wasn't asking you.
Oh.
That's a guess.
Yes.
Hour.
Hey Google.
Don't. No.
What's 35?
This is my. Oh.
What's 35? Idiot.
That's what you were going to ask
No,
it to.
shut up. Hey Google. What's 35 miles in kilometers? Danny and I are guessing relatively closely.
No, you're not, because you just asked it miles to kilometers, not miles per hour to kilometers per hour,
Oh.
which is a different.
Hey Google. What's 35 miles per hour in kilometers per hour? Yeah, fuck, cunt. It's the same number.
Doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, You're not far off. It's 40 kilometers an hour.
Ooh, I guess that's pretty close. But yeah, it's grown on me.
Or 25 miles an hour for Danny.
I am enjoying Funky now.
But they can only reach that speed when threatened. They will only reach that speed when threatened, but have no reason to move that fast otherwise.
They're tiny tank.
They are not predators. I said this to somebody, an American, the other day. I told them that we don't have any large mammal predators in Australia. The only thing we have that I would consider a large predator is crocodiles and sharks, but they're in the water, so there's we claim those.
Tasmanian devils were large.
That is the largest predator, but it's still not large. Like,
yeah,
I would not consider a
dingoes?
dog-sized predator to be a large predator.
True, because when I think large predator, I'm thinking like mountain. Yeah.
Something that is comparable in size to
Jazzy devil.
Jazzy devils.
Yeah, the jazz.
You like jazz?
Jazz, Jerry. Is that from Seinfeld?
No, it's from B movie. Delivered very soon.
I was thinking of the guy who plays Kramer. I like jazz, Jerry. Could you give me some stuffing? Is this Anko or Big W? But I have an Anko one. This is just a little bit nicer structured. I'm safe. Yeah, sorry. This stuff works fine for the small things, but for the like the hide, speckle and hide dragons, I need just a little bit more structure. Death is getting ever closer. Good news is these potions will definitely be done, if not tonight, tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow because I'm really not feeling too hot. We're getting there though. We've only got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left after this one. So, and then that'll be all. The potions will be done, like completely done. All I'll have to do is snap a picture of one, upload it into my Square terminal, and that'll be good to go. My next step will be getting the mushlings done. So they need stuffed, closed, weaved, and faced.
Oh, who freed me?
Danny.
Danny, what do you want?
They're in Adelaide. So they're within our state. I should have them, if not by Friday, early next week. My plan when they come is to like, sorry, that's like right in my ear. My plan is to put everything on, earrings and all, and take a picture for you so that you can yay or nay me. I don't know.
Another request that does not involve me giving you another fact. I will not let you turn me into giving you another fact. Look, this is. Good?
Me. No, request tea. I need tea. And the bowl taken away. I did. E. Bowl. Bowl was E. D was T. E was bowl.
A, B, and C. What were the first three things?
You were freed. Science. Liquid sustenance. T. Bowl. God, I can't believe he just made me remember all of those. Danny, look at my basket. Ooh, so many potions. Look at my little potions. They're looking so cute. I've got the formula down now. We know what we're doing. I've perfected it. I'm happy with it. All I'll have to do after the medieval fair, when I'm up to working on the potion pattern, is figure out the square and triangle shapes, which I'm very excited for. I'm doing that in the wrong order. You're almost on my Cookie Mouse? I ordered the books. So, the thing that I ordered on Amazon, the seller actually initiated a refund, so I got a refund on it. I managed to find the books for $21 each, and I had a $20 voucher. So, and I got the voucher for free. So I spent like $22 or $23 or something to get the 2 books, which is a lot more reasonable than like $30-something a book for a kid's book. I'm still a little sad because I did want to get one for Slappy, but chances are the one that I give to my niece will be hand-me-down to Slappy anyway, because we get a lot of her old books that she grows out of. How come you haven't sent me pictures of Cookie Mouse, bitch? I found out my deadline for the Cookie Mice and the baby blanket too. The baby is due in about 8 or 9 weeks, which I did not know. I thought that the pregnancy was a lot earlier on than it is. Which is why I've been sort of like kind of hustling a little bit on the blanket, doing it as my in the car project. Because I can't really take like my work in the car. I did take mushlings in the car, the little mushies, because that was just all I had to do was bring the caps with me and like the white and the cream, and that was easy. So that was fine. At work / in the light. Ah, okay. There. Yeah, send me a picture. Yep. There's a cute little love potion. You're off. I think I'm actually going to call it here as well. So my throat is very sore. She needs a break. And like I said, I had a really long day today. I had a really bad migraine today. I'm literally going to go curl up in bed. Mama Raniella is doing some crafting, actually. So let's go see her. As far as I'm aware, let me check my calendar. Ugh. Yes, okay. Tomorrow and Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I have nothing on, which means if I'm up to it, if I'm feeling well enough, I will double stream. However, I am so sick that I don't think I'll be double streaming. I think I will be keeping it at a single stream a day until I recover and get just a bit better, because I can't push my throat, right? Like, I don't want to injure myself. Got to take care of my throat. I've only got one. Mr. Nipple, could I borrow you back for a second? But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. I always appreciate it. You know that. We're going to just be doing a lot of crochet in the coming week and a half in the lead up to my... Oh! My raid didn't go through. Could you put this away? I'm gonna try that raid again. No. It worked that time. Whatever. I typed it right the first time. Interesting that it didn't work. But yeah, what was I just saying? We're gonna be doing a lot of crochet in the lead up to my 2-day event coming up. So hopefully you guys don't get bored of watching me make and remake a lot of the same things. We're gonna be getting these potions and mushlings done. The next step will probably be the chickens and then the little baby guys. Then we'll be doing the mushrooms, and then I've got axolotls, small dragons, big axolotls, and bigger dragons to make. So fingers crossed I can get it all done in time. If I can, then I've got a couple things I want to try and make for myself to wear to the event. I want to try and get an underbust corset done at minimum. And then if I have the time, I'd love to make a witch hat and cover it in mushrooms. I don't think I'll have the time for that. It's like a dream thing. So like if I can do it, cool. If not, that's fine. Because I'm sick, I'm trying not to push too hard because I can't wear myself down. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your time zone. Bye-bye.